no power. I have a hard time charging my phone apparently. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gunnar Deatherage, and you know I'm a DIY creator. I make dresses out of crazy things. I take on cool challenges, and today I am taking on a super cool challenge. We're gonna do something that I'm really excited about. I'm gonna be bringing a painting to life, and not just like any painting. I'm gonna pick a Salvador Dali painting. I really just liked the movement and the painting. I thought that there was some really cool elements happening. Apparently other people also thought that, because a few other people also created this like right around the same time that I did. There is room for everyone, although I do happen to like my version the best. Like I said, I can appreciate anyone's work of art. We're not here to tear anybody else down. Before we get into it, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, that little bell. I want you guys to see my content. Okay, that one's good. Let's use that one. I went to Journal Fabric. I got some incredible green velvet. I also found this incredible like orange stretch mesh that I'm gonna make the leg out of. And the velvet that I got is really cool because it's got a cool sheen to it. And I think once I cinch it all together, it's gonna make some really interesting patterns. And I think it's also gonna look really dope on the body. The leg is going to be a really interesting part of this because I wanted to kind of have this like mechanical feel to it. And that's why I found this like interesting trim to go down the leg. It's a little bit like kind of cyberpunk. I think it's just an interesting interpretation of the painting. So I'm gonna go that route. This is my project, so I'm in creative control of this ship, and I'm gonna make sure that it turns out super sick. I don't make bodysuits. Bodysuits are definitely not my forte. I have done a couple of them. I worked with my friend Lael Osnes to create Jessie J's World Tour, which was all bodysuits, and Lael actually made the glove that I use later on in the video. So that's like my only experience really working with bodysuits. So like draping this on the dress form is super not my vibe. I'm great with all of this up here, but I have a really hard time with like the crotch area. So it took some kind of tweaking to get it there. I also will note that I made this dress and shot this on a model without a fitting, and the fact that it did fit at the end of this video, chef's kiss. Like, proud moment because it did actually fit. I decided to take a pair of pantyhose apart and use that pattern to create the leg out of. One thing that I should have accounted for is that the pantyhose have like 5 times more stretch than the stretch mesh that I used. Not that it wasn't as stretchy, but like it definitely tested how far the stretch mesh could go. I pushed that stretch mesh to the limit. Like, it was screaming for help. I'm so glad it held up for this, like for this like art piece that we created in the desert. But it was definitely going to like bust it at any second. So thank God it didn't. When it came to doing the pleats on top of the bodysuit, it was really important for me to make sure that everything like kind of had a flow to it. I really looked at the photo and like saw the way that everything like moved across the body. Like everything had so much movement in that photo, which I think is what I loved about it so much. It just like, I don't know, you felt that like kind of like dry, ominous, like creepy feeling of this like woman in the desert. She gives me like major, like the other mother from Coraline vibe.
You're going to stay here forever.
So I wanted to like really elongate the body in this, and I really think that having these moments of like textural architecture in the garment itself really kind of allowed for that. I know that that's like being psycho and like very detail oriented, but hi, do you know who you're dealing with? I'm a detail oriented person and I'm very psycho about small details. Then it was time for me to go in and really work on this kind of like overskirt layer. It's like very draped around the body. It just kind of looks like it's like dangling and like clinging to her body. It almost looks like it's wet in the painting, but I'm not about to do that because we're shooting this in the desert. And I'm not gonna hike a bottle of water out there just to get this girl wet for a photo. It's obviously like my interpretation of this, and it's like there is room for everyone in, you know, the world to interpret this, but I really love what we did. At the end of the day, it's like, it's so cool to just kind of like expand your world, like let yourself play. And like, that's really what this was for me. It's like a chance to just like play and like be a creative artist and like sculpt on a dress form, like express myself. So I loved this project. It was super fun. If you liked watching this project come together, please like and subscribe. If you would like to see any of my other social media channels, I have them all linked in the description below, as well as the details of my friend Lael that made the gloves. She's made gloves for everyone from Nadia Lee all the way to Camila Cabello. This girl is super talented, so make sure that you also check out her website. If you have ideas of things that you would like for me to do, drop them in the comments below. I read all of your comments, even if they hurt my feelings sometimes. So make sure that you comment. I think it is super important to hear what you guys say, and I want to make sure that I'm creating things that you guys are interested in. Bye, guys.